Hello everyone, welcome back. We are La Luna Cajun Studios and it is raining outside. I don't know what's going on. I hope it's a cooling on because I'm ready. I even got on the montonne, I'm so ready. So what we're doing is we have all our hard oils right here and our butters. And I'm just gonna get that all in the pot. My poor bucket. I got this bucket right here, either at Keith Hardware, which I don't think it was at Keith's because, and I keep saying that, because I remember going there and their buckets being too skinny. So I want to say it was Renovations in Galliano is where I picked this little baby up. Actually, I picked up two, and the other one became a garden, necessity for picking herbs and spices, so it never made it back into soaping. But this one managed to stay in here and get put out there, so it's the one we use. Maybe one day I'll have me a bigger bucket, you know. But for the time being, that's what I got. And now y'all could see it with the way I hooked y'all up on this side. Now, if y'all fall, though, y'all falling in my bucket. So, geez, Lord, don't let that happen. So, right now, we're about to make a huge, big batch of St. Mike. Now, I'm not going to be cutting this batch off like I did St. Louis. So, we're going to have everything poured in one big mold. No cutting batches. We got our purple. Isn't that pretty? Right? So that's Purple Vibrance by Nurture Soap. And this one, it almost shows up too yellow for y'all. And I don't know. It's very LSU. It's very sunshine. It really meets the smell of what we call St. Mike. It's just too perfect. So that is Firefly Mica by Nurture. I do love their colorants. I only have one other company I prefer mostly. Technically, I have only 3 companies I use their micas from because they're my favorite. And when you got your favorite, that's how that goes. We all know how that goes. Alrighty, so I need to kind of slightly scooch over and push my stuff out the way. Oh, was not prepare for that. No, thank goodness there's nothing in there. But I didn't plug in my my emulsifier. That wasn't very smart. So you'll notice I bought a new one. Well, I thought it was, I honestly thought it would be heavy duty. This is a very thin stainless steel. Very thin. And this is a hard plastic, which doesn't even look like a good hard plastic. So I'm on the fence on how happy I am with this product. My other one was a pain in the butt because of having to press the top every time I wanted to press the buttons to go. And now this one is made like, I don't see where we're going to be banging it on anything. It's going to break. Oh, soaping ain't easy. I keep saying it. I'm gonna die saying that. So, and I still keep wanting to press the top like it's gonna make a difference. You see that, right? So we're gonna get this mixing. Like I said, I got hard butters in here, which also could be called hard oils. I got some soft stuff. I got all the regular oils. Very conditioning with everything that's in here. And this is another Lord soap. I'm sorry. I tried to stay vegan on all our soaps. But I have to tell you people, Lord soap makes the most conditioning, moisturizing, creamy, very creamy soap. Imagine taking a bath in honey, milk, and vanilla ice cream. It's the only best way I could describe it. It's like, it's the best. So I'm using over 20% in here, so it will go on the label. It is not vegan, like our other soaps that are vegan and almond free. So, well, I can't say almond free because we do use coconut oil, but there's less than 1% in America who are actually allergic to almond. Sorry, not almonds. Oh my God, Leia, really? Coconut. Sorry, coconut. I know a lot of people that are allergic to almonds. We don't put almond oil in our soap because of the allergy. We don't use avocado because if you have a latex or a rubber allergy, then you're most likely not allergic to avocado food, but you're allergic to avocado oils, hence me. So we don't use avocados. We don't use peanut oil. I don't even know if that would saponify, but we don't use that. We don't use almond. We have a few other nuts we don't use, no nutty. We don't use palm oil, and it's not a save the rainforest thing. I think there's too much commercialism around all that. We just don't use it just because we don't use it. There's so many other oils that I can get easily too, and that would be one of those I really have to outsource to get. So I just don't use it. That's all it is. There's many other oils in this world. I don't need it. So yeah, sorry about the confusion and I just want to fast forward that. Alrighty, so everything's all nicely blended, as you can see. Looks like you could drink it. I wouldn't advise it. Looks like it. Got a big bowl of lye water that is extremely cooled. For those of you that like to keep temperatures, let's see. Our lye water is at 71 because that's what our studio's at. And this big bucket is at 90. So we might have a little tracing going on because the oils are... I mean, it says 90. It feels pretty cool to me. Well, down the shaft we go without our face over it. For the event something wants a splash or, you know, whatever. Lye water can be trusted, I'm telling you. We're gonna mixy and see what happens. We're just going for light trace, by the way. I'm not trying to, you know, keep the batch in the bucket all night. I know, doesn't that sound kind of wimpy? Compared to our other blender, which had some, you know, turp to it, this one's a little wimpy sounding. The other one was only, I don't even think 200 kilowatts, and this one is like 300. So you'd think it would have some more get up and go, but I don't know. It seems wimpy to me. But my other one, poor thing, she was struggling. Number one, she would be sunken right now because she would be so deep in the bucket. But she was just struggling, poor baby. She needed a break. She's been at it for 2 years straight. She needed a little break. So, if y'all didn't know, we're on Facebook, but that's not the most easiest thing to upload your pictures to and get prices listed and stuff. So hopefully over the next 2 weeks, we're going to have us a website. That is the... Sorry, I got air stuck in and you can't talk and have air. So that is the hopeful maybe that's going to go on. I didn't list things recently, not to be rude. I had a lot of requests for a lot of different of our primary items, like our face washes and our lip balm, which I don't think would ship very well in South Louisiana heat. But, oh, and we got a special on those now as well because they were so popular. We had to team them up and give you a 2-pack. So anyways, Facebook's a little stubborn when it comes to all this listing and stuff. And I understand it's to avoid scammers and all that other rigmarole. But at the same time, it's making it very difficult for me to list anything for y'all. And I need to get things listed so y'all can buy, because I don't do craft shows. It's not my thing. I love going shopping at them and support other artists, but it's not me to be there. So, yeah. And, I mean, there's a lot of farmer markets going on, so I really need to step it up. But unfortunately, I wear so many hats in this business. I'm not only soap maker and business lady, I'm the janitor and everything else. I stood in here for 3 hours the other day doing washing dishes because there's nobody else that came and do them. So yeah, I do it all, and there's only one me, so that could be testy sometimes. So we're gonna get this purple a little mixed in. I really like the way this new recipe behaves. It's can be easily mixed once you get everything melted. It takes between 30 to 45 minutes for me to actually get it all melted down, because I don't want to burn the shea butter because there's so much of it, and I don't want the Lord to think that we're about to start, making gratons or something, because there's so much of that as well. But it really does behave nicely, and I'm quite pleased with it. Now, of course, it makes softer bars, which are going to take a little longer to cure, and that's unfortunate, but it's going to be a really awesome bar. And I don't know about anybody else. I'd rather have an awesome bar in my shower than a bar that is gone in less than 2 weeks because they did a steep discount on the water. They didn't use any butters. It was super hard. And it just cured too fast, I mean, that is a very possible cause to that. Unfortunately. So I don't want that to happen. I want me a good solid bar. And I got some stuff that's not mixing. I'm going to hit this with the stick blender a little bit. Make a little bit of raw dot because you can only be quiet for so long, I guess. I'm trying to keep my bucket out my way. I have to keep looking up to see where y'all at because I'm not used to soaping with y'all right there. Now, I'm waiting to add my fragrance, which is a beautiful smell. It's so happy and cheery. I just don't, it's like game day. It makes you want to get out and enjoy life and be adventurous. I don't know, it's just a great smell. But I gotta wait to add it in because it will speed up acceleration. Once I get Facebook to move right with me, when I list these soaps, after having them cut, I will list their cure date, and you can, if anybody wants to pay in advance to reserve, they can do that too. I don't mind. We got the place for it. But that's when I will list the upper, middle, and lower low base notes of the fragrances. Then that way y'all know what they smell like. More exact than me just trying to explain. Not a tricky thing with soap. Just trying to explain to people what it smells like. Tell you this much. Lesson learned. No more burnt perm in here. We are not doing those kind of test trial runs any longer. We got it all figured out. Sure, certainly took the time to figure it all out, but I got it. Oh, if anyone is, I don't know how many, if I can get it the same way again. I think it was, the weather here controls a lot of how the soap behaves. Sometimes it behaves to our advantage that we're able to have a soap cream instead of a soap bar, which grant you was pretty awesome, the carrot that did that. Now we do still have some available. They're for $8. Hold on a second, I'll grab one. So it's a small jar. It's not very large. I believe this is the 4 ounces. So we have them for $8. I know you probably can't even see that due to a glare, but we do still have them in stock. We were able to make one more batch. I would say possibly I got about 10 jars. Now the next set of carrot soaps, will they be in a jar? I don't know. Will they be in a bar? Possibly. So they used to be in a bar. The weather just at that time just made them go wonky and they ended up in the jar instead. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. And there's some that really loved it, which is awesome. So if that is your cup of tea, you better get them while they're hot. They might not be listed on Facebook, but you most certainly can contact me through Facebook, and I can send you an invoice with the application called Square. They send you an email, and you can purchase directly that way. And we'll have it shipped out to you as soon as possible. You know, as soon as payment clears. Why I always want to stick my hand in that dang bucket after. Just always want to do that. Just, I'm very smart. I'm going to get this mixed up. It's supposed to be almost like the consistency. Like a watered down mustard, I guess is the best thing to say that. Well, it's at a light trace. I don't know if y'all could see that little swirly going on that thing. But that's all we wanted. So we're going to do that in the bucket. They call it the pot. Well, mine is a bucket. In the bucket swirl. First, though, we're going to scent up only this part, because this does move fast. Oh, I don't want it tricking up on me. I have made so many other bath products with this fragrance, and I never added it to soap yet. It's a great fragrance, and Nurture is really awesome about making awesome stuff. So I've been playing with it with everything else, but oh, we got this cottage cheese going on. You see it on the top? It's called ricing. It looked like cottage cheese. But we're gonna stick blend it out. Hopefully it'll go away. Alright, so that should do it for that. Get that the heck out of ah! This thing is so top heavy. I ain't gonna lie, it's top get on my nerve heavy. So we're gonna plop some of this on this side, and then a little more over here. I'm going to do my just scrapey. I know there's other soapers that's scrapey too. But let me tell you, if you don't spatula scrapey, you're losing half of your soap. And why would you want to do that? Take the time. Scrapey, scrapey, people. Oh, it's thick. Oh my, oh Lord have mercy. All right. I'm gonna stop right there. Ow, I think I got a lot on my arm. Ain't got no time to stop. Because we're about to have soap in the container. You saw that, huh? I'm not even sure if I like these spatulas or not. I feel like I'm spatulaing 2-3 times to scrape and it's just not doing it. I wonder what causes that to do that to me. It's like it'd rather just be a butthead. Alright. Oh, Lord. Forgot to... You know what I'm going for, and it's not a swirl. I'm hoping I get some of that good tiger strap. Alright, so I already pre-lined my mold with some freezer paper. And I got, you know, when I was digging around, cleaning out some stuff, I found these awesome little clips, and we got our buffers on, and just gotta pray for the best, right? Oh! I forgot to say, it surely smells really nice. It's very clean and really pretty. I think even my brother will love this soap. Have him some fancy soap. Alright, we're going to get this bucket all scraped up. Oh, I got the yellow that managed to go all the way down. That's pretty great. You know, I think if I had one of those chemistry lab, whatever, I don't know, kitchen buckets or whatever, I wouldn't be getting lye burned all the time. Because that's what's going on in my arm right now that I'm pushing through it so I could get this soap done for y'all. Is I rub the sides because of I think the height of my bucket versus the batter that's in it, you know, the height difference. And not very cool for Leia. Not cool at all. Or I need gloves that come up to my elbows like mad scientist or maybe a butcher that wears gloves like that. I feel like a mad scientist in here. And the other day hacking at the at some butters, I felt like a butcher hacking at that stuff. Oh, it was like just a rock. And I couldn't get it to melt and I couldn't get it to cut. So I actually took out my big knife and I actually physically hacked at it. Wow. I would easily say there is no less than 30 pounds of soap right here. I know it's deceiving. It don't look that way. But this mold is a 4 inches by 4 inches. So 4 inches wide by 4 inches tall. And a little over 2.5 feet long. So almost 3 feet long, actually. Okay, now that we broke everything on the table to tap out those so-called bubbles, just get a new spatula. To heck with it. And give this a plop down the middle, I guess. And then you know, gonna swirl it in, we're gonna slop it in. I don't know. Figure it out as we go. It's so pretty. I like a pretty soap. I don't know what you guys would call this. That's some nice soap. Maybe that's some nice soap, that. It is, though. It really is a nice soap. Thanks, Sha. Thanks, sweetie. Now, unfortunately, because this is a really nice soap, this would fall in the luxury soap department, if you must need to know. I gotta take off these gloves before I start, you know, infecting my other arm. This would fall in the luxury soap department due to all the butters and oils that are extremely nurturing to the skin. In that case, this soap is probably going to take, I'd say, until the first week of December to cure. That's a long time for soap, in my book. I understand that, but that's how long this one's going to take. With that being said, if in the event you would like some LSU, or this is St. Mike, this is St. Mike, and this is St. Louis. New soaps. I'm never going to get the names right. So, it has a little swirl on the top of gold. And gold dust. But don't worry, fellas, the gold dust comes off. You don't need to look like you were pixie thrown. So, if you want some soap like this, you want to give it as a gift, you want it to be good more and keep it for yourself. That happens sometimes. Sometimes we don't like to share. I do like to share. What you can do is get in touch with us. La Luna Cajun on Facebook and on Instagram. And get in touch with us. And, oh, snaps. Let me know. If you would like some like this for your own collection, or if you would like to order a big set like this. This is going to cut over 36 bars when I'm done. So you let me know what you would like, and we can make that happen. We're always available for that, you know. So, we're going to cover this baby up once I could find my so-called plastic wrap. Because I don't want it cracking and getting all ashy. And, oh, sorry for the extra noise. I don't want all kind of problems happening. So, I'm going to rub it with 91% rubbing alcohol. Keep out that soda ash. Don't want that. And I'm going to cover it in a towel. And we're going to put it to bed, as it's called. Fade the dirty bed. There we go. And that's it. And it's already stuck to the paper. So that is St. Mike. That is St. Louis. And now it's time to go to sleep. So, good night, my friends. And y'all have a nice evening.